Welcome, AP Lang Gang. Now that we know that the AP Language exam will be on May 20th, 2020, and we do know that the rhetorical analysis is the chosen essay and the only essay you will be writing, we will focus on honing your rhetorical analysis reading and writing skills up until exam day. So this backtracks a little bit to what we were doing in class before school closed in terms of understanding what the rhetorical analysis essay demands of a student and what you need to do to score the most points according to the new 6-point rubric. So let's review now what the rhetorical analysis essay is and what it measures in terms of your mastery of skills. So according to the College Board, students will read a nonfiction text and analyze how the writer's language choices contribute to the intended meaning and purpose of the text. The rhetorical analysis essay will test mastery of 4 big concepts. The rhetorical situation. So your understanding that individuals, in this case a speaker, write within a particular situation and make strategic writing choices based on that situation. I'm going to remind you that the Aristotelian triad or the rhetorical triangle poses the intersectionality of the speaker, the audience, and the subject with the message. And they're constantly moving this way and that way. In terms of working together to get the message across. The second concept is claims and evidence. This is that writers make claims about subjects and they rely on evidence that supports the reasoning that justifies the claim and often acknowledge or respond to other possibly opposing arguments. So this is your understanding that writers make a thesis, a large claim, and they make coordinating claims that support that big claim or that thesis about subjects, and they rely on precise evidence, whether it comes in the form of an anecdote or statistics or some type of other reasoning like cause and effect. And they put everything together in a way that everything points back to proving that main thesis. And in order to get any type of credibility for your own argument, you have to acknowledge and respond to other possibly opposing arguments or counterclaims to your main argument or some of your subclaims. The third concept is reasoning and organization. So this is the understanding that writers have a line of reasoning and the text organizes the evidence and analysis and explanation in a certain way that's logical for the audience, the intended audience, and the secondary audience to follow, so that the structure of a text easily guides the reader through an argument by proving it in various ways and in various stages of the argument, so that when you're done with a specific text, you say, okay, now I understood what the writer was trying to argue and how they did it. And the last concept is style. This enduring understanding discusses that the rhetorical situation informs a strategic stylistic choice that writers will make throughout. So there's not just one choice, but you want to focus on the most effective and the strongest choices that the writer uses, whether they be rhetorical strategies like parallel structure, juxtaposition, analogy, or whether they be stylistic choices like shifting a tone or setting up in a way that shows chronological order or sequence of an argument.